Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to answer the question of the $1 million. When is the Bitcoin and crypto bottom? But I will not give you my opinion. I will be based everything in this research of 10 charts that I will show you of Bitcoin and the crypto market, plus another 4 charts of a very known analyst that we are knowing when is the bottom of Bitcoin and crypto. And I will tell you what to do right now or what I am doing right now in the crypto market. If you are interested in know when to buy right now, you need to see this video until the end. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, like I mentioned in the intro, today I'm going to tell you when is the Bitcoin and crypto bottom. We are going to check 10 charts and I will give you 4+ charts for a very known analyst, important charts that you need to see. If you are wondering what to do right now, you can see these videos that I did, how to benefit in the bear market. You can see my altcoins, what altcoins I am buying. I am super transparent here with all the altcoins that I am buying this bear market. And you can check here crypto best buy strategy. This is the strategy that I am used to buy crypto right now. And a very big perspective on how to be rich buying now on the next bull run. So all these videos are going to be in the description, are my best videos of this year. So I recommend you to see it if you are planning to invest in crypto. So the first chart that I want to show you is related to the 200 moving average weekly. You are probably already familiar with this because many analysts talk about that. But basically this yellow line that you see here has been marking the bottoms of all the bear markets. You can see this one 2014-15, how we go down below the line, but actually this is a week in this chart. The same happened here, we close it above the 200 exactly, but we have weeks below that. And this is the first time in the history of Bitcoin that we actually close one weekly candle below the 200 weekly moving average. So the next one this week is very important because if we don't come back and recover that, that would mean that for the first time in the history we close a candle below the 200 weekly. So that is bad. But in the history of Bitcoin, you can see that the 200 has perfectly marked the bottom of the bear markets. In 2018 was actually incredible. Here was the bottom, and here we hit it again before the rally of 2019. And in the Corona dump, we hit it almost the same targets here with some weeks. But actually, that was the best opportunity to buy crypto and Bitcoin. So this is the first chart that you can see that the 200 weekly moving average actually marks the bottoms of the cycles. The second chart is that we need to be below the 50, 100 and 200 daily moving average. That marks a bear market. And again, like you can see in the previous bear markets, this is 2018 for example, we are below the 3 moving average on a daily time frame. So this is also marking that we already are in a bear market. But actually, you can see how separate we are from the 50 moving average, which is the green one. So we are really in a dip here. This moving average is still not reaching the current price like happens here. So this dump that we have is actually really compared like the one that we have here when we broke the $6,000 and went to $3,000. Nobody was expecting that. The same happened here with the range of the 30K level. We hit it in July, June here on 2021, but we recovered. But here we broke that level and we dumped it here to 17,000 actually. So this dump in terms of the chart is very similar to this moment when we went down from the cliff here from 6,000 to actually $3,000. So this chart is marking that this could be already the bottom of Bitcoin. The next one is one thing that we mention a lot in this channel, which is a buy zone for the weekly Gussian channel. The weekly Gussian channel, you can see it here. Every time that we were below the Gussian channel, it was the best time to buy crypto. This is the bear market of 2014 and 15. And you can see that we turned red here on this chart. And this was the best time to buy crypto in the history. Then in 2018, the same happened. We broke the 6,000 to the downside, the Gussian channel turned red, and now you can see that this was the best zone to buy Bitcoin and crypto in general below this. Here in the Corona dump it was super quickly, so the weekly chart didn't change, but anyways the strategy is the same. You buy below the weekly Gussian channel. And you can see here right now, we just a couple of 2 weeks ago we turned red. So usually when we turn red, the last time here we hit the bottom in these 3-4 weeks after turn red. We are in the third week on the chart here, so that means that maybe we already hit the bottom here on this weekly candle when we reach the $17,000, or maybe in this week or next week we could have a little more down, and that will be our bottom with a weekly chart on this indicator. So the weekly Gussian channel is really an important tool to buy. It will not tell you when to sell, but it's actually really accurate on when to buy through the 12 years of Bitcoin. So this is very important to understand. The fourth thing is that we need to break market structure. And you can see that in this example. The market structure here in the bear market of 2018 was marked with the $6,000 level. We hit the pump of the peak of the bull run, and from there we come back and tested the first time the 6,000, and then you can see that from February until we break in November we continue testing that level. This is a descending triangle and it's a bearish pattern. So once we break the 6,000, that was our capitulation of the bear market, and the same happened here. We hit our peak. Actually the peak was after, but this was our first local peak of the bull run. We come back and tested market structure, which in this case was at $30,000. Then we hit a peak again, and we tested again a couple of weeks here. So you can see this is from December 2020 to May 2022. So it's 1.5 years. This has been the market structure of this chart. So when we break it down, that means that we are in the capitulation zone. So for me, from the $30,000 to this 17, it corresponds what was happened here from the $6,000 to the $3,000 level. So for me, it's very possible that this weekly candle actually was the bottom of Bitcoin. So anytime that you buy crypto right now, it will be actually very beneficial in the future. The next chart is the miners are capitulating, and this is very important. You can see that with this chart. And the mining capitulating is telling by the hash ribbon indicator. This one represents the best moments to buy Bitcoin. You can use only this one in Bitcoin because use proof of work. This is a specific chart for Bitcoin. And you can see that when the miners are capitulating, these two indicators cross and generate this red zone. That is the miner's capitulation. And when that finishes, you usually get this buy signal. So you can see how awkward was during all the bear markets. And actually we had that after, even that. But anytime that happened, it was actually a very good moment to buy Bitcoin for the next 6 to 1 year. So right now you can see that we already have the green button here. We are capitulating. We don't have the buy signal, but the buy signal actually doesn't mark the bottom. It's actually before we go out of the bear market. So we may have it or not. Sometimes we don't have it, like here, and then we have another one after. And this is in daily candle. So the capitulation of the miners is already happening. So that means that we are in this zone or in this area or similar to here before the pump or recovery. Then we have the 200-week moving average heat map. These charts, you can check it in lookintobitcoin.com. They are very useful. This is also representing a chart according to the 200 weekly moving average. And according to these colors, when you are in the red, you hit the peak of the bull run, and in the very dark blues, you are at the bottom. And like you can see here, we already hit a very dark blue dot like it was here, and we are actually near the 200 moving average week. So this chart is telling that we are actually in the bottom of the bear market. The next one is a 2-year moving average multiplier. Also, you can check it here. I will not explain in detail what represent each of the lines. You can see it here in the chart, and the link will be in the description. But basically, when you are above the red line, it's a sell zone. So it means that the peak is near, or you are in a sell zone. And when you are below the green one, means that you are in a very good buy opportunity. You can see the 3 bear markets here that we have, and we are really low from that. So this could actually, if you see this chart, you can really call that we are in the bottom right now. And in this chart, you also can see the bear market here of 2011. So this has been a very good indicator of when to buy. If you are liking this video so far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to get the notifications. I will always post the best TA that I could possibly give you with my honest opinion and super transparent, always with the intention of help you how to be financially free. So please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. The next one is the golden ratio multiplier. I really like this chart because I use Fibonacci extensions to calculate everything. But basically, when you are below this orange line, it's also a buy zone. You can see that in the previous bear market, and we are actually really low on this chart. So that is also means that we are in a buy zone right now. The next one is the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves. And like you can see here, this is a very common chart you may see in a lot already. And when we are in the bottom line here, that means that we are in a buy zone, and we are below or touching this low orange line. That is usually what marks the bottom of the different cycles. In the Corona time, actually we went below that, and like you can see, we are really low of that line. So we are super overextended on this chart that will tell you when is the bottom. So if you compare it with the Corona time, we are at almost the same level or below that. So this will be a great opportunity to start buying already crypto. And finally, the next one is the rainbow price chart indicator, which is also a very known chart. And when we enter into this rainbow color, into the blue one, that is usually when was a bear market. So you have the last 2 colors where are the entry levels. So for a dollar cost average in strategy is amazing because you can already start buying at this level, which at this moment it was at $26,000. So right now we are already entering into the last color, which is the blue one. And you can see that there is where we were in the Corona dump. In 2018, we actually never entered into that color. But right now we already enter, and we are come back in a little bit outside that. But you can see that we already enter in the $17,000 price action. So this is also calling right now that we are in the bottom of a bear market. Guys, if you are liking this video so far, please don't forget to like the video, follow me in Twitter if you want to know more, and remember to see all my strategies that I am doing in the crypto space and what altcoins I am buying. You can see it here, just look it into the description. So now I want to show you the last 4 charts from a very known TA analyst. He's Aurelien, and you can check the link here of Twitter. He makes a very good TA analysis. And I am also not going to explain what means everything, but this is also from the last bear market. You can see that when the red line crosses below the green one, that is actually calling exactly the bottom of the bear market. That happened in 2015, the same happened in 2018-19, and we just did it with the last weekly candle. This is a weekly chart, and he's using the MA indicator with the medium indicator with these settings. So you can copy that and make it in your chart itself. So this is actually a very great chart to pay attention, because in the previous bear markets call it exactly the bottom. And according to this chart, we actually already hit the bottom. And don't take me wrong, we could go for months around the 20,000 area, but that doesn't mean that we are going to go to $14,000 or $10,000, or even some comments that I hear from respected analysts that we could go and test $3,000. So really don't think that is possible. Don't wait to start buying, because you will probably miss the train. The people that are calling lower prices is the same that called the $100,000 or $1 million for Bitcoin when we were at $60,000. So it's the same kind of people, uneducated people in the crypto space that will lose their money, and they always are going to miss the train, and they are going to wait a $10,000 Bitcoin that may never happen, and then they are going to start buying again when the prices are high. The second chart from Aurelien is using a DMA and also the RSI, and you can see here in this bear market where the RSI was, so we are at the same levels, and actually we were 61% down from the DMA at that time, and right now we are 62% down. So the expectation, he copied this pump that we have in 2019 and copied it and pasted it here. So the expectation of this chart, this is what we call a fractal chart. So we may have been already reached the bottom according to this article. Also here another interesting chart from all the bear markets. You can see that he put the AMA, so the exponential moving average of Bitcoin. This is weekly chart. And he calculates from this EMA the percentage to the downside from all the bottoms. And you can see this is a 56, a 47, and a 46%. And we are already at a 51%. So this could easily be the bottom already from the bear market. And then he put some targets or how many days it could take us to get the new bull cycle, the new target. So according to that, he puts here that maybe it could take us 2 years to be at the top of the next bull run. But I don't pay attention to that. What I really like is a prediction of the current price action based on history. And just to finalize, guys, this is another important chart that I consider. This is Bitcoin in the weekly candles. You can see this dark line where actually the price is like rest above this line in these moments. This is actually in the zones of the bear market when we hit the lows. It's not actually the bottom itself, but it's actually the lowest part of the bear market before we recover. That happened here in the Corona dump 2018 and 2015, and we already go through that line like we happened here. So according to this chart, which this easily could be also the bottom. And this chart uses an interest indicator, which is the chain crawl stop. That this indicator measures an average of the stop losses and take profits of the market. So that average is actually really awkward. It's a very good indicator, and this is calling also the bottom. So guys, those are the 14 charts that I wanted to show you, and now I will tell you what to do right now. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is only my opinion on what I am doing. And the best to do, of course, and you already hear it, is dollar cost average. This is the best strategy to buy when we are near the bottom or in the bottom, because you never will know exactly. So trying to catch the bottom is the most stupid thing that you could try to do, and that proves that you are uneducated in the crypto space. So please don't think that way. You need to start dollar cost averaging, and I explained that in this video that I did, how to be rich buying now in the next bull run and crypto based strategy. I explained in detail how to do that. So check those videos because they have a great value for you. So what you need to do is divide your capital that you want to invest in any amount of batches that you want, 3, 5, 6, or 8, for example. Then you buy the first batch of cryptos right now. And if you want to know what cryptos I am buying, you can see this video, maybe to give you an idea of why I decide that. And after that, if the price keeps going down, you will keep buying your batches. So let's say you have $1,000 and you want to divide it in 3 batches. So basically it's $333 per batch. So you buy right now $333 in all the altcoins or Bitcoin that you want. Then you wait, and if the price keeps going down, you buy your second batch, and if it keeps going down, you buy your third batch. At that moment, if the price continues going down, that will be actually not bad for you, because the price will not keep that low for much time. It will start to recover and enter into a new cycle. And if that doesn't happen, actually that would mean that you bought in the bottom one of your batches. And the worst case scenario there is that you may keep $333 in your hand because those low targets never were reached, which is not a loss at all. It's just that you didn't invest everything, and you just invested intelligent some capital. So guys, that is all that you need to do right now. And these are 14 charts that are calling that we already hit the bottom, and that right now this is the best moment to buy Bitcoin and crypto. If you liked this video, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications. If it's your first time at Cryptocurrency State, also follow me in Twitter at CryptoCState, because I will put exclusive content only in Twitter. And put your comments below. What strategy are you using to buy right now? Are you using dollar cost average, or what is your strategy, and when you think is the bottom? That will be all, and I see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.